What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JoJo, and back with another video, man. Another banger. Now, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so I can get the notifications. This is about to be a banger. Make sure I stay tuned to the end of the video, and man, just show love. Alright, what's good, YouTube? So today's video is going to be about what it means to be successful in 2020. Now, I'm going to be doing this section off into like the worldly standards, what the world expects you to do. What they expect of you, like to be successful, and then like from a spiritual standpoint almost of what it means to really be successful. So with the world, it's like they want you to do certain things that they tend to think that means that you're successful, like, you know, having all this money or whatever, that having nice expensive cars and whatever, having a big house, whatever. That's all good, but you can be the poorest man out there and still be successful in your own way and just be happy, which that's what I really appreciate about certain people. Like, they're thankful for what they have and they don't need all the big fancy expensive stuff, you know what I mean? We can go ahead and jump into the video. The first thing that the world expects of you, for you to be successful is to be rich. Now, this one is very cliche, straight to the point, but that's one of those things that people think that having a lot of money makes you more happier. But as we see in like the rap industry, even like with celebs and all this, money does not make you happy all the time. Having a lot of money sometimes can really ruin you. Like, money is the root of all evil. That's a real thing. And money has its pros and cons. Like, money is an evil thing. It's just currency, man. It's just paper given to you with numbers written on it. Like, so yeah, you need money to survive in this world, but for you can, like I said in the beginning of the video, you can be the poorest man out there and still be happy and successful in your own way. Not even poor, but you know what I mean, not have the most money. Like, you don't have to be in the higher class all the time. But yeah, it's very cliche for like the world thinks that money makes you successful. Yeah, it looks good on you, but it's not the true meaning of success. The second thing that the world expects of you to be successful is to gain clout and be popular. Now, this is a big one for all those who are like on social media and everything. You know this. People who have the most followers, whatever. People always commenting and liking their pictures. I don't know why, but people love them so much, and people tend to sway their way. But if you don't have many followers or whatever, you don't get a lot of attention. That's how like some people end up giving up on their career or whatever, giving up on life, not liking themselves because their ego is destroyed at that point. That's why ego is a really bad thing. But to be successful in 2020 from a worldly standpoint of view, you have to be popular. You have to have clout, you know what I mean? You have to gain clout. You have to have people watching your every move, wanting to be like you, looking at everything you do, like praising you for some reason, like you're God or something. But having clout does not mean you're successful. It just means you had a lot of people from the beginning, unless it's from like a positive view. But if you're like for say, not like bashing it, but like for like the Instagram models or whatever, and like people like that who they just like getting like people on their page or whatever just because the way they look or something. But not bashing or whatever, but just saying from a worldly standpoint point of view, you have to be successful or whatever. You have to have popularity, clout. People watching everything you do for you to be successful in this world. That's kind of the first one, basically gaining followers. The same thing as having clout, being popular. But yeah, once you have like a large fan base, you're successful. Hey, you do something stupid on the internet and you have a fan base, you're successful. You're successful. You grinded for that. You worked so hard for that. But it's crazy nowadays. Like, you can do anything on the internet to get famous, and then you're rich, successful, or whatever. And a lot of time the attention brings on like bad negativity in your life, like bad qualities. A lot of that, sometimes that attention that you might be wanting for that split second of a time that you get for just filming a video or whatever, that actually can ruin the rest of your life from going forward, just for doing something for fun, wanting to have clout or whatever. But then you look back at it in a few years, you're like, man, I could have did something differently with my life. I could have taken another step, or I could have did better. But you know, everybody has their own thing. Like, you know how J. Cole said in the song, some people make millions, other niggas make memes. So get it how you can, man. Like I said, it's not a bash video or hate. It's just, this is how the world, like I said, I keep saying that, but it's so worldly standpoint of view. Like, you can't be like of this world, this matrix. You gotta start thinking of being successful and, like, you know, in a mindset, like brain knowledge type standpoint, spiritual standpoint. You mean like with your soul? How is your soul and your spirit? The next thing to be successful in 2020, you have, and this is, I don't know, like it's mostly like it's guys and girls watching this video, but for guys and girls, they think they have to have the perfect dude, perfect girl, the baddest chick or whatever that has like I said, like a lot of followers too. So it's one of those things where like these guys, they be like praising the Instagram models, whatever. That's the type of girls they want, but they don't really know how they are. So as far as that goes, having people, like, you don't want all that attention on your relationship, whatever. I mean, that's gonna bring bad things happening to both of you guys on both sides. So it's the same thing. The world views you. You have to have the baddest girl, the most handsome boyfriend or whatever. And that's why a lot of girls turn down a lot of guys. They be having a lot of dudes like in their DMs or comments or whatever, and they still be like posting like looking for love, but they ignore all these other dudes because they're looking for somebody else who can bring more attention their way, more clout their way. So that's the only thing they want. They're just feeding their ego every time they want to get spoon-fed with their ego. So, man, like, try to get away from that. Try to find true love. Like, don't just try to pick a girl to match what the world wants to depict to you. That's not true love. You're faking it. I've been down so long at showing fake love. It's very straight stuff. But yeah, man, for real though. Come on. Alright, so now I'm gonna jump to the things from my standpoint of view, how I feel is like the true meaning of being successful and happy and all that. The first thing, which is the most important, is loving yourself, man. Now, I made a video on this like a month or two ago, I think. Maybe not that long ago, maybe a couple weeks. Loving yourself is very important. And once you learn how to do that, you can give off love to other people. You can spread positive energy, positive vibes, positive vibrations everywhere you go, man. And like, when you come around certain people that's like mad or whatever, that's upset, you're bringing your good energy to them, so you can like change the whole scenario, man. It's really a great feeling. Like, once you start to love yourself, it took me a while to really do that, I'll be honest, like, because in the past I really didn't truly, like, you know, like, appreciate myself as much as I should. I was always like putting others before me. But before you can, you know, like I said, like, have somebody else in your life, you have to learn how to love yourself first. So that was an important thing for me to do, and it really helped me and changed me in the most positive way ever. And I'm very thankful for God for helping me do that. And I'm just thankful for life now, and I can just walk around all day with a smile on my face, just happy, you know what I mean? All right, so the next point I want to get to is building your own brand. That is the second thing for you to be successful in my point of view. So what I mean by building your own brand is like doing what you love to do. Don't try to match, like, again, the world's expectations of things you should be doing in this world. Like I see this all the time. Like, it's like an ongoing like thing or whatever. Like, it's like one man after the other. Even like rapping or whatever, it's like everybody wants to be rappers now. I mean, hey, if you want to do that, do it. But you know, sometimes it's not for everybody, as we see. But it's like, man, just do what you want to do. Because I know a lot of people, like, they're not happy in the place they're at now, but it's always like bettering yourself. So get to the point where you can absolutely do what you love to do, even if it's on the side, like something you're doing. Make sure you have it in there somewhere. It's gonna truly help your life out in a better. Because if you're doing something that actually makes you happy and not making other people happy, that's not what you're here for. You're here to love yourself. Make yourself happy first. Then you can spread it to everybody else, you know what I mean? But the third point I want to get to is being creative. And that ties along with building your own brand. So everything you do, think outside the box. Don't be like the next man. know how to make yourself different from the other, because it's like we're sharks swimming in the same ocean and we're just following along each other. You can go off on the path sometimes. You don't have to follow along all the time. So make sure you be creative, man. It's a teacher at my school who tells me that all the time. Like, be creative. But it's a real thing. You want to stand out, because for me, like being an artist or whatever, that's very important, because you don't want your work or whatever looking like somebody else's. So make sure you can slide the margins around and make yourself stand out. Okay. The last point I want to get into is, for you to be successful, in my point of view, is that being successful means that you have touched others. Now, you can touch others in a way of like your skill set, helping them out, or anything, messages, spreading positive energy. Like I said, any way that you're able to touch somebody, that means you're successful, man. If you're able, before you leave this earth, if you touch at least one person, you're successful. I know y'all remember when for those who don't know, X, he said he wanted to touch millions of kids' lives before he left this planet. That's one thing he really wanted to do. Like, it's so good to like touch somebody and like see how much you could have changed their life, whether it's through music, art, fashion, motivational messages. It doesn't matter. If you're able to touch somebody and motivate other people to do better, you've done your job on this earth. You made somebody else happy, made them smile. It really, like, anything, man, that brings a smile to my face. Like, even with YouTube and seeing the comments from even where I'm at now, I'm not a big channel. Just seeing people actually really like my videos and show support, and just those 11 comments, it really helps me out so much. Yeah, that's the last point I want to get to. Just being successful, you have to build your own brand, love yourself, be creative, and touch others. All the worldly stuff can come second, but before that, do what you gotta do to make yourself happy, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off there. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. It's been a pleasure. It's been my pleasure. Giving y'all this little message. I'm gonna be dropping some more spiritual videos or whatever coming up, and some other bangers. Me, T-Dot, and Childs. You already know the vibes. That rhyme. Maybe I should be a rapper. Quite dapper. Alright, I'm gonna stop. But anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're going up. International, Int Game forever. I'm out.